What a crazy weekend has been, from Grand Theft Auto's leaks to Diablo 4's leaks, and then the whole Twitch drama that's been going on. It has been unbelievably interesting, to say the least. And while it would be nice to cover most of them, today I want to focus on one topic in particular. You may or may not have heard about it over the weekend. If you haven't, God bless your soul. It's been literally everywhere. But if you haven't, I'm gonna catch you up to speed. It's about a Twitch streamer named Sliker who has more or less scammed and stole money from his fans and his friends.
Yo, Typhoon, what's up, baby? I hope you don't hate me on this. It's so cringe, and I'm cringe for asking my brother. Please do not hate me. Please keep it personal as well. Basically, my bank account got locked. This has happened for like 3-4 days. I've been asking around people. Sadly, tomorrow is the last day, until my credit starts getting fucked up. It got locked out, and I was looking for people that actually work and that I could ask if I could borrow from, and I'll pay back. Genuinely, give me 2 months and I can pay back. If you can't, no worries, my brother. If you can, but please, don't feel forced to say yes. Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't get in the call to do this. I feel genuinely embarrassed. I've asked a few streamers, they couldn't help, and yeah, I don't mind it. It's okay. So I just went out, asked a few subs I've noticed, and yeah. That's why I also asked for your age, because I don't.
So the video you just saw was a video that he pretty much re-recorded, kind of had scripted down, written down in a book, kind of like a cartoon act. You have the same act, a character wears the same clothes, says the same funny lines. It's kind of like that, except this isn't funny. This is just sad. And after about 3+ years of this in the making, it's finally all been leaked out on the internet. It has been spreaded like a wildfire, and now it's getting pretty bad.
Ever since CSGO, not to blame, but ever since CSGO launch came out, it was the first time I went on that site, and it was a fun place to be on, gamble skins and stuff, and wow. Eventually I found out you could gamble with money. I started to gamble with money. Ever since CSGO, not to blame.
So to add some context to this clip, originally when all this started happening, there was a post that happened on Livestream Fails. I want to say, Saturday? It was either Friday night or Saturday. And what originally happened was things started getting leaked out and people weren't really sure what was going on, because at the time, Sliker hasn't spoken yet. And people were wondering, is it a gambling addiction? Some theorized it was a Ponzi scheme, which, I mean, it's not like it's not possible, but it was kind of far out. From all the information I was provided at the time, it seemed to line up that this was a gambling addiction and that's what it was going to lead to be. And so people weren't sure what exactly was going on until Sliker did a stream himself trying to explain the whole situation and how all this came out. And so apparently it all started back in 2019 when he was playing CSGO. So part of the reason I kind of waited for this to unfold a little bit more, wait for the water to settle, was because I wanted to sort of have things die down so that I could have a complete idea of the whole picture of everything that went down, because there was still more information being posted yesterday, which is crazy. It's like someone turned on the water and can't turn it off. It's just more and more leaks keep on happening. More people keep posting information. As I'm making this video, the current count that Sliker has scammed people out of their money has risen to over 300,000. There's not an exact count yet, at least not that I have found, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be one within the next couple of days, if anything by the end of this week. And honestly, it's pretty wild how much money he has taken from people. So I did talk about the money aspect of this a couple of days ago on stream, twitch.tv/thisiswasabi. Come on by. I talk about things all the time, cover things like this, give my thoughts, my opinions, play games, have a good time. You don't want to miss it. Anyways, I covered this on stream, and as I was just going through post after post, seeing the amount of money that has been accumulating, how much money he's been taking. And so now I want to go through some of those debts with you.
But Trainwrecks, I would message him. I'd be like, bro, I'm in a situation. And he gave me like $150,000. No, sorry, not 150, $100,000. And I know people are going to be like, the people I owe, you're going to be like, what? I have borrowed in a month. I had to pay 50,000. In a month, I would have to pay someone 50,000. And
I'm actually like incredibly uncomfortable. And this is like super embarrassing, but I don't really know what else to do about it at this point, bro. I don't know what to do. I lost 27,000 from giving a lend to Sliker. I thought I could trust him, and I guess I just couldn't, bro. And I'm honestly like I'm really fucking sad about it.
But man, like, you were my friend, bro. And before I was going for my transplant, knowing you're not going to pay me, you're asking for my money that I put together to save my life. And you had no intention, even though I've already given you money. You never paid that back, and then you asked for another 10K. Before I'm meant to be going to America to pay for this stuff, man. I just want to know. I know addiction is difficult, but were you actually my friend? Ever? I just want to know that, man. That's all. Like, I knew you before all of this. I just want to know. I'm sorry, I don't mean to get emotional, and I know you're going through your own shit.
No, mine doesn't matter. I'm sorry.
But man, like...
So yeah, it's pretty tough. The man pretty much bamboozled, stole, scam, whatever word you want to come up with. He's taken a lot of money from people, and it's very fucked up, especially from the last clip I showed. It hurts very hard to see some shit like that. You take money from someone undergoing chemo that's going through surgery, and then you have the balls, the audacity to try and ask for more money when you don't even give a fuck about that person. I don't care in what universe he might say, oh, I was friends with you. I saw you as a friend. I loved hanging. No, the fuck you didn't. That's a fucking lie. Looking at all these screenshots, all these people he's hit up, he doesn't consider any of them real friends. He considers them piggy banks, walking piggy banks that he can withdraw money from whenever he is in dire needs or in trouble. I'm going to post some pictures on screen right now showcasing some of the other discussions he had with other people trying to get money from him. And you can really see how much he really does not give a shit at all. The general theme you can notice about all these pictures is, I'm going to pay you back. How old are you? I'm assuming he's asking how old you are, because if you're like fucking 13 years old, of course you're not really going to have money like that. So if you're like at least 17, 18, then you probably are, capable enough to be working and trying to make money, have a side job, part-time job, whatever it might be. So he seems that they're going to be a little bit more reliable to try and get cash from. I could be wrong on that, but this is where it's pointing to, in my opinion. Out of all the screenshots that I've shown so far, this is the one that really stood out to me. It really shows you how fucked up Sliker is and how much he really doesn't give a shit. Yo, bro, how old are you? 27. Do you work, King? I quit my job recently. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. What's up? And then he goes on a whole tangent. And then it's just them continuously talking as time progressed. And it's so baffling to me. You able to send anything more or not? This man just told you that he's broke. Why are you asking for more money? This man just quit his job. I highly doubt he has recurring money coming in. And if he does, it's probably to pay his bills, not to give away to someone just randomly asking him online. It's just a streamer. And then just to spice things up, here's one more.
A few people, they couldn't help and stuff. That's why I'm, if you don't mind, obviously I'm asking you. I don't want to be rude or anything. Please do not see this as a disrespectful message, non-intended. Basically, my bank account got locked. Temporarily locked. Don't have access to my money, sadly, because fucking retarded UK banks, but whatever. I was wondering if I asked if I could borrow money and I'd pay you back. Now, I'd even give you extra. Yeah, I've got a sponsorship I'm doing. They're going to pay me in 30 days, so next month I can pay you back. If that's possible, you're a fucking legend. If it's not possible, you're still a fucking legend. Don't worry, bro. I'm sorry for this random message. A few people, they couldn't help and stuff. That's why I'm...
So he starts it off with his typical cartoon script with the same intro, the same reason, the same excuse. And so then he asks, is like, how much? He then says it's a lot to ask. I'm sorry, but if I ask 2,000 pounds and pay you back this month, oof. He says, I know, sadly, that's a bit much. I had to pay my loans recently myself. He says, wait, how much max are you able to send, if you don't mind me asking? Probably like 200, not more. That's perfect. I could pay off some bills if you can. If you can't, don't worry. When would you return it? This month, 26, PayPal or what? Yes, King. And then he puts his email. Okay, I'll let you know when I can send it. At the money, I'll put money on a PayPal card. Any updates in like 15 minutes? Where do you live? Doesn't that bank close? It's so crazy seeing this. It blows my mind looking at all these screenshots and these conversations. It pretty much reads like a playbook scam to me. Hey, dog, you got the money yet? Hey, yo, it's been 15 minutes. When is your bank closed? Are you going to have the money yet, man? hey, how much can you send me? I know you just said that you're paying off loans and everything, but how much can you give me max? Can you give me at least something? It really comes off as scummy. Now, after watching this entire situation, I've had my own thoughts and opinions regarding it, and I don't think it's really a hot take, but I think he should be deplatformed, banned, whatever form of reason you could think of. Of course, I have a feeling legal action is going to be taken eventually by someone, don't know who, but I can see it happening, and whatever consequences come out of it, I think it should be hefty. Now, for the people who were victims of this incident, there was a silver lining. XQC and Ludwig or XQC and Trainwreck, it's getting kind of muddy at this point. I don't know who. I'm going to say all three of them are going to pitch in like the Avengers and be able to give the people who were scammed their money back, which is a great thing. But on the other hand, I feel like there needs to be stipulations and agreements set in place for things of this nature. Again, I'm fully behind the victims getting their money back. I think that's great, and it's a really good thing to do because, of course, Sliker is not going to be able to give them their money back. There's no shot. There's no case in which he's going to be able to pay it back. So this is a good thing to have happen, but I think there needs to be a stipulation set up. In my opinion, the streamers who are agreeing to pay off Sliker's debt should have a stipulation/agreement with him. Pretty much the stipulations being, all right, we're going to pay off your debt, but you're going to owe money to us. All the money that we just paid off for you, you're going to pay us back in whatever time, whatever agreement they have set up, so that he still feels some form of guilt, some form of knowledge, knowing that he still owes money to somebody. He owes it to streamers, people that are holding him accountable in one way, shape, or form. They are not just giving him a scot-free payday, a bailout, if you will, to pay back all the people that he has taken money from. And then on top of that, another stipulation being, we're going to pay off all this debt, but you're going to owe us money back. And on top of that, you're going to go to rehab, and there's going to be legitimate proof, some form of physical evidence that you actually go to rehab, that you're actually trying to do something to take care of yourself and actually get help, instead of saying, oh, I will do it, I promise I'll do it. Man, you guys are a blessing. Wow, I promise I'm just going to go back to doing a 9-to-5 job. I'm going to, work hard. I just want things to go back to normal, because that's what he said in the call. And a lot of people found it ingenuine. People found a lot of his responses, the way that he was taking the situation, very ingenuous, and that he's just going to go back to the same shit he was doing right before. Once he gets the debt paid off by the streamers, he's just going to go on his merry way and eventually find himself going back in the same shit that he's been doing for the past years. But I think if the streamers create some form of stipulation or agreement with Sliker, then it really helps out a lot, at least in trying to hold him accountable to some extent, so it doesn't feel like he just walked away scot-free. They create some payment plan, whatever it might be. Of course, they know they're not going to get their money back anytime soon, but I mean, they've already expected that. That's why they're doing this. They want to help out the people who know that Sliker's not going to be able to pay back. So because they can afford to take the hit, they can sort of at least take the damage on how long it takes for them to pay back, and they can, I guess, work something out on that lines. In my opinion, I think that's the greatest way to go about it. It holds Sliker accountable to some extent. He still owes people money in some way, shape, or form, but the victims get their money back now, and they're not having to wait 20 millennium years in hopes that he eventually pays them back, if he ever was to pay them back. At this point, it's kind of hard to take his word for truth, considering all the shit he's done in the past, how manipulative he's been, how much he's lied to people. It's hard to tell if he's actually telling the truth, if he's being sincere, if he's being genuine. It's easy to say one thing but do the other. Actions speak louder than words. Now, at the time of making this video, Sliker hasn't been banned. He was actually streaming while I was working on this video, and Twitch, of course, hasn't really made an announcement or a statement, probably because it was the weekend. Who knows if they make one today? I kind of doubt it. I know people are putting their fists in the arm saying ban gambling, ban slots, and I mean, I'm all for it. I think it's a good idea, but is Twitch going to do it? I don't think enough is on the line for them. When you have people like Stake and Drake on their platform, and who knows what future collaborations they might do together and bring more viewers to the platform, I honestly don't see Twitch trying to burn that bridge or stop people from gambling on their site. They clearly haven't seen a problem with it up to this point, and I don't think this is going to make them see the light now. This is the same company who has no problem banning someone within a couple seconds of showing one weird thing on stream, but Sliker's still here. So they clearly don't see a problem with him at all on the platform at this moment. So kind of shows you where their priorities are. Twitch isn't stupid. There's plenty of people that work there, people that browse live stream fails, browse Twitch. They see all this shit 24/7. Same shit with the girl who got fucked on live stream. Nothing happened to her. She got a 7-day ban. Slap on the wrist. And then you got people who got banned for like a month versus 7 days that she got for literally being fucked on live stream, which is crazy. By the time this is all over, I do hope that there's at least a message people get out of this, which is the parasocial relationship that you have with streamers doesn't exist. It needs to stop. These are people that you watch for entertainment. It's cool if you give them money, if you donate on stream. I'm not saying that's bad, but I feel like the underlying thing you need to understand is that these streamers do not really care about you because they don't know you. They just know you're a viewer and they appreciate that, but they're not obligated to be friends with you or, to recognize you. I get people feeling genuinely bad or down, or, they feel sorry for, the situation that a streamer might put themselves in, and they might feel like they want to help them out. But you have to look at your own situation as well, too. If you can afford to just give out money, I mean, hey, go for it. If that's what you want to do, it's your money. You're more than welcome to do it. But if you're in your own situation where you're struggling to pay rent, or you just got them paying bills or whatever it might be, don't donate to that streamer. If you can't afford to do it, or you feel like you're financially incapable of being able to support a streamer, just watch them then. Any streamer who's genuine, I'm pretty sure they appreciate you just watching to begin with. You do not have to give them any financial compensation to help them out if you're struggling yourself. You're just going to make things worse for yourself long term. Streamers like Sliker, who was easily pulling over 5,000 subs, having views, having sponsorships, they don't need your money. You should be asking yourself these questions. If a big streamer came up to me and they're racking 10,000 views, 1,000 views, whatever it might be, they have over 1,000 subs, and they come up to me, hit me in the Discord chat, hey dog, I need money, I'm going to say no. For what reason? I don't know you like that. I watch your streams, that's cool, but you don't know me, I don't know you. This isn't some situation where like, oh my God, they noticed me, I should give them money to help them out. I'm going to be like, why do you need my money? You're a streamer. You're making a lot of money. You clearly getting a lot of subs, donations. Just investigate these things. Don't take it at face value. For someone like Sliker of his size, from what he was doing, it should be clear with the paint on the wall that this man shouldn't be struggling making money at all. For the amount of views he was getting, for the amount of subs that he had, the sponsorships that he does, there's no reason why he should have been struggling with money, and it should have never prompted anyone to give him money to begin with. But again, it is what it is. It's people's money. Some feel obligated, some feel bad, some feel sorry, and I respect that and I understand that. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying they're a bad person for doing it. I just say be a little bit more careful next time in the future, and understand that for a majority of streamers, at least big ones, they might recognize you if you donate a lot or if you give them money, but that's where it ends. They're not going to go through your social life and try and be friends and hang out with you in person. More times than not, most of them will not do it. I'm pretty sure there's some exceptions to the rule. I'm not saying all of them are douchebags or dickbags, or they're, they don't care, but for the most part, a lot of these streamers are so big, they're not going to notice one person out of a million, and they're not going to be like, yo, let's be friends, dog. I saw your username and I thought it was cool. Anyways, that's all I got for you. Have a great day. Yeah.